Hello everyone, my name is Johanian. Today I'm going to be running Mario Kart Super Circuit. If you don't know about this game, this is the Mario Kart that was released for the Game Boy Advance, and it's sort of the black sheep of the Mario Kart series. It came out between Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart Double Dash, and where the track design of those games have lots of hills and bumps, and ramps and spirals, and whoops, that's a term I learned. This game is a lot more like its predecessor, Super Mario Kart, where the track design is entirely flat due to the console's hardware limitations. So when people talk about this game, they kind of just brush it under the rug. It's not the first game in the series, and it's just seen as lesser due to how the tracks are laid out and the physics of the game. But I'm here today to show that I think this game has some merit. I think this is a fun speed game and a fun Mario Kart speed game, and we're going to be using the flatness of the tracks, the physics of the game, and multiple characters to beat the 20 Nitro tracks or the 5 Nitro Cups as fast as possible. And here with me, I have my Mario Kart pit crew. Would you two like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Seraphim. I played this game as a kid, so I'm definitely qualified to talk about it.
And hi, I'm IllegallySam. I played this game like twice 14 years ago in the 3DS Ambassador program, and that's it.
All right, I taught them everything they need to know for this run, so without further ado, we'll count down for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, and as I said, this is the black sheep of the Mario Kart series, but it has a lot of the same stuff. Like here we have the rocket boost, drifting, mini turbos, and of course items. Let's talk about the drifting and mini turbos first, because you're gonna see me do that a lot. So drifting is a lot similar to any other Mario Kart. You hop, you turn, you're able to turn around corners tightly. Mini turbos work a little differently though. You'll be drifting if you hold left or right for 1 whole second. When your kart straightens out, you'll be able to perform a mini turbo. I say when your kart straightens out because you can actually hold on to your mini turbo for a little bit before your kart straightens out. You'll see me do it right here. I hold on to it and then I turn and hop into the off-road and cut the grass there. You're also going to see me hop at the end of my drifts. That's called counter hopping or counter steering if I do not hop. It helps stabilizes my kart. And prevents me from flying all over the place. Try it one more time. There we go. And that's the end of Peach Circuit.
Good stuff, good stuff.
All right, up next we have Shy Guy Beach. This track isn't too interesting. The one big thing that we do is a trick called water sliding. You'll see me hop into the water with a turn, and as our kart straightens out, it helps us mitigate speed loss in the water. So you'll see me do that right around here. And yeah, this track is not too interesting. We're going to keep doing that because this track has a lot of water. So I guess I could talk about myself here. My name is Johanian. I think you got that already. But I run all Mario Kart games, sort of like Mario 602 or Sonic 430. I marathon them all at once. And I'm more of a jack of all trades when it comes to Mario Karts, but if there was one that I'd say is my best one, it is this one in particular.
There's a reason they call him Mr. Mario Kart.
Yeah. I unfortunately have not marathoned them all with Mario Kart World yet, but I would like to soon. Anything else? Oh yes, Sam here was the one that convinced me to submit this game here.
You're welcome.
Unfortunately, we didn't extend our mushroom there. You can extend your mushroom in the water if you manage to drift into the water.
Also, I
think
didn't get it. You just got hit by a boo. So can we get like a boo for the boo?
Boo! Yeah. Next up is Riverside Park, one of my favorite Mario Kart tracks.
Yeah, but yeah, this is one of those tracks where at the beginning, you know, Johan's going to be trying to manipulate the item drops here, because if you get the item blocks and get it to stop on a specific frame, Johan's going to be able to get a specific item that he wants. In this case, it's specifically a mushroom. And as long as he does it correctly, he will get a mushroom every single time.
I did not get it there.
Unfortunate. It is obviously not easy, just like pretty much everything in this game. It is much harder than it looks. But
take a dive in the water there.
But yeah, basically, you know, this game has a bunch of items, and there's specific ones that we're going to be looking for the whole time as well.
We're going to primarily be looking for mushrooms to help with our speed boosting and do a bunch of different tricks throughout the run. We also are looking for boos, because boos allow us to steal items from other racers. Particularly, we want to steal stars if possible.
All right, we got a mushroom here, so I'm going to perform a skip. Hop over this side, and we're going to hop into the water while using mushroom, and that lets us skip the bridge there.
Joanne, you said this was your favorite track, right?
Yeah.
I'm really curious, if you want to donate and let us know what your favorite Mario Kart track is, that would be wonderful. We want to hear all about the tracks that you guys love in Twitch chat.
Any game is fair game. Any of the Mario Karts.
Any Mario Kart track, except for Waluigi's Pinball.
I like Waluigi's Pinball.
I think it's okay. I have lots of issues with it, though. And that's Riverside Park.
You can really tell this was the first handheld Mario Kart because all the tracks are like a minute long. You know, nowadays the tracks are significantly longer than that.
All right, next up is Bowser Castle 1. This track isn't too interesting. The big thing here is that there are a bunch of bumpers at the end of the track here. We hop over those because they fix our speed and slow us down a little bit. But other than that, there's not too much to explain here, so how about we get some donations going?
Happy to do so. I have $150 from Frozen. Up and at 'em, Johan. Time to rise and Kart. Proud of you. I've got $25 from Asher. Hi, Johan. Super excited to see you running your absolutely favorite series on main stage. I know you're going to kill it. P.S. Don't get blue shelled. I've got $25 from CMM1313. Hi, Johan. Clay here. As I write this in the audience, surrounded by our friends, I'm just realizing we've known each other for around 6 years now. It's crazy how time flies. I've watched you grow as a person and as a speedrunner, and I'm so excited to see my sweet, thoughtful, and resilient friend show everybody how that super circuit goes. I love you tremendously, Mr. Mario Kart. All cups 3 stars next year, right?
No. All right, here we're starting the Flower Cup. You'll see me switch to Yoshi. We'll get into why later, but I'd like to talk a little bit more about mini turbos because I haven't really talked about the extent of it. Earlier I said you need to hold left or right during a drift to do a mini turbo, but I actually lied.
What?
How dare you?
I know, I'm going to liar's jail, but I'll explain. The inverse is true too. You can hold left and right, and you're probably thinking, hey, how do you hold left and right during a speed run while playing a controller in general? So top runners will open up their GBA or their DS to be able to press left and right at the same time. They prevent you from doing that because it can break a lot of games. In this case, you're able to press left and right to drift at once. And you're able to do a trick called Zigzag Mini Turbo, which is this thing where I'm hopping up in the air and kind of doing a little potty dance. And then at the end of it, I'm able to do a Mini Turbo like right here. I didn't get it. Oh well. We haven't talked much about triple green shells. These are the worst items to get because you can only throw them forward. And on a track like this where there are walls surrounding you, you don't want to be throwing them willy-nilly where they can ricochet and hit you back.
And I will mention Johan is playing this game on Nintendo Switch Online, which makes pressing left and right a lot easier. Can you
Yes, so I have the right on the D-pad mapped to X, so I'm able to hold left and then mash X to perform a ZZMT.
It's way more reliable than opening up your console.
Yes.
So this track, Boo Lake, is the main reason Johan is using Yoshi, because using Yoshi on this track makes a skip that he's about to do fairly consistent, or it's a lot easier to do. So Johan is going to set it up by intentionally going off of the ledge here and then taking his momentum into the bumper, and he'll be able to reach the other side. He's going to... Oh! Or... Was that Donkey Kong that just...
That was Bowser.
Bowser? That's really funny because you usually play Bowser because he's the fastest character. And now he's betraying you. He must have gotten jealous that you switched off of him.
I think he did. I think he did.
Yep.
And that's okay. We have laps 2 and 3 to go ahead and try it.
Yeah. Basically, this trick relies a lot on the use of bumpers, which are similar to kind of like ramps. You know, you drive over them, you hop up into the air, and depending on how fast you're going, you go a lot higher, as well as the fact that they maintain your speed. And that's a big part of how this trick works here. Because you can do that.
There we go.
Nice. No, he got it. You hit the wall. Yeah, you hit the wall there, and then the Lakitu takes you to the other side of the track.
Yeah, if you saw me hop up to first place, that means I got it.
So yeah, these bumpers are going to be used all throughout the entire rest of the run, because pretty much anytime you can get a lot of speed and, you know, cut across the track in some way, shape, or form, you're going to be seeing Johan doing so.
Nice, you got it again.
I got it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, something else to note is the coin system for this game. So, you know, if you've ever played a Mario Kart outside of like 64 Double Dash, you know, any modern Mario Kart, you're used to the coin system by now. The more coins you have, the faster you go, up until 10 coins. And also, if you get hit by stuff, you're losing coins. But the main thing in this game to worry about is if you have 0 coins, you're basically like out of health. So like if you run into one of the other racers, literally just tap them. Nothing else. You'll spin out if you have no coins. So it is very important to make sure you have some coins in addition to the fact that they give you a speed boost. So.
All right, and here we are, Cheeseland. I think this is a fan favorite track. It came back in 8. Krat, how do we feel about Cheeseland?
Ooh.
See, they love it. All right, we went ahead and did a little skip there. I'll do it again for y'all on lap 2 and 3. I highly recommend looking at the mini-map when I talk about doing a skip. It gives a better visual on exactly what we're skipping. We are skipping the U-turn at the jump here. If you played Mario Kart 8 on this track, this is essentially the turn right before the glider with the chain chomp. Unfortunately, we didn't hit that bumper there. That's okay. Still got half the skip.
Yeah.
One more chance to try and get it. Also, this off-road here doesn't actually slow you down. It just kind of changes your traction.
Yeah. It's just there to look pretty.
And we have just hit $375,000. Thanks to everyone for those generous donations to MSF.
All right, and that's mainly Cheeseland.
Yeah. You know, Johan, this track, I saw a lot of cheese, but I don't see any pictures.
Sam, you're so right. Anyone got a phone on them?
I dropped mine in Boot Lake.
Donkey Kong broke mine with a red shell.
All right, I have a little something here for us. Everyone say cheese on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, cheese. All right. Next up, we have Bowser Castle 2. Very similar to the first Bowser Castle. The only big thing is that we are slowing down on some of the turns because there are boost panels hiding behind some of the turns. Unfortunately, I hit a wall there. Like right around here, we're going to be braking to this boost panel, and then the same thing on this turn here. Other than that, it's pretty similar. We're hopping over the bumpers on the track because the Bowser Castle bumpers actually fix your speed. But yeah, I think this is a good time for some more donations.
Well, it's a lot like Bowser Castle 1, which means it's time for Donation Castle 2.
And with Donation Castle 2, I've got $25 from Epic Crossover that says, "Greetings from the crowd. As a Mario Kart enjoyer myself, you know why, Johan. I am a personal fan of GBA's Rainbow Road. Good luck to you, and can I get a hype? Hype. Also, $100 from Panzanite. You made it to the big stage. We will always be here behind you, bestie. Love you and good luck." I've got $50 from Burnt Bowser. "Hello, my friend. Super proud of you for your hard work and effort in your speed games. And I am always appreciative of our time spent together at these events for the past few years. Good luck." Got $25 from Captain Stitches. "I will never not love Super Circuit. It has some of the best music in all of Mario Kart, and I will not hear otherwise. Good luck, Johanian."
All right, here we are about to start the Star Cup. We're going back to Bowser. Or the Lightning Cup, actually, sorry. Here's the Luigi Circuit. The circuit tracks are usually seen as kind of the boring tracks. This is the last circuit track of the game, actually. Despite there only being 3, it's called Super Circuit, which is kind of strange. Anyways, again, some people think the circuit tracks are the most boring. I feel like these are the tracks that kind of help you learn the fundamentals of the game. You're going to see me do some off-road cuts with my mini turbos. And I feel like just learning the fundamentals on the circuit tracks is probably the big thing that they're known for. A prime example is Figure 8 Circuit in DS, helping you learn snaking in that game. Here you're seeing me hold on to my mini turbos and doing some tricks on the off-road. And yeah, there's also a trick called ticking, which I'm about to do with this mushroom. You might have seen me do on Bowser Castle 1. I am holding on. I will jump into a wall using my mushroom. In this case, I'll be using a tree. It allows us to extend our mushroom use. Oh, I have a red shell coming up. That's another thing in this game. Red shells can be thrown backwards and will sit there like a proximity mine and wait for you to hit it. Unfortunately, I missed the tree and the red shell will get me. That's all right. Another thing was, we mentioned blue shells earlier. Blue shells are actually really, really rare in this game. You'll see them like once every other run, maybe. Same with lightning. Blue shells can also be thrown behind you, which is really funny. And I really wish that they brought that back. It'll just sit there and wait for first place to come.
I like how there's a hole in the wall right there.
Yeah, and the block that should be is the color green, so it's really hard to spot.
Also, shout out to Luigi's blimp in the background.
Yeah, we love Luigi's blimp. I really wish that we saw more of it.
Same.
Luigi's circuit, Luigi's blimp. That's all we get, really.
I'm gonna miss that blimp.
I'm gonna miss the blimp too. Oh my gosh! Look, it's right there.
It's back.
All right, next up we have Sky Garden. We're gonna be using a ZZMT into the off-road here to skip a portion of the track. It's gonna be right here, so let me focus for a moment. There we go.
Cute.
Good stuff.
Nice.
That is a lot harder than it looks.
Not only that, but I have to do it 3 times. We're gonna try ticking off this beanstalk here. There we go. Nice. We're able to extend our mushroom boost and just kind of glide along. You have to let go of the accelerate to do that, but it's still pretty easy.
Yeah, this is one of the coolest parts of Mario Kart speedruns for me in general, which is, a lot of these tricks, it's not that you just have to do it one time and you save time and that's it. You have to do it on every lap as best as you can every single time, and it just reinforces the consistency of it all, which is one of the coolest parts to me.
Unfortunately, I hit the off-road right before the trick, so I had to break away and skip it. Ooh, we got a star.
Let's go.
Use it after this here. Let's go for it one more time. There we go.
Nice.
Stars kind of fix your traction of the character, so they can be a little hard to navigate sometimes, but for the most part, we got it through it. And that's the end of Sky Garden.
Yeah, I also like how you're so far ahead at the end of your track, nobody else finishes.
Yeah.
It's just you.
All right, next up we have Chi Chi Island. This is probably one of the most forgettable tracks in the Mario Kart series. I don't think it came back in Tour either. It's just in the middle here, in the middle of Super Circuit of all games. But anyways, we're looking for a mushroom on this track to skip the entire bottom part of the track. So yeah.
Do you feel like this stage is forgettable because it was made on the cheap?
I like the one person clapping in front of me. Fortunately, no mushroom yet. We're able to do some ZZMTs here and kind of cut the water over here. You won't see as much water slides on this track as you see Shy Guy Beach. Hopefully we will get a mushroom soon.
Yeah. Basically all of the other items are either completely useless, help for stopping shells and nothing else, or actively detrimental if they're triple green shells.
Yeah, some tracks, the CPU are a lot meaner, like Shy Guy Beach and Snowland, which we'll see coming up. They will use their items a lot more and be more aggressive. Something we haven't talked about is the life system, if you want to bring that up.
Yeah, so in this game, if you get below 4th place, you have to redo the track and you lose a life. If you lose all your lives, you have to redo the entire cup.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Blue shell.
Oh.
All right, we are going to use our mushroom right here, and we're able to hop and skip the entire bottom part of the track right there. But yeah, if you place below 4th, you will have to redo the track. If worse comes to worse, I will switch to quick run for the rest of the cup, which is like a one-off versus race mode.
Yeah. But Johan's good at this game. I don't think we need to worry about that.
Yeah, there's only one track I'd say I'm really worried about. Anyways, here's Sunset Wilds. This one I think is a fan favorite. Don't boo. This one has a unique gimmick where the sun actually sets as you race along the track. We're gonna be hoping for a mushroom here. We're able to skip the last little hairpin turn at the end if we get a mushroom. We're also able to jump on this boost panel, and there's a bumper right in front of both boost panels. We skip the first one, so we gain a lot of speed and are able to hop in the air farther. So here, as I come along the last turn, you'll see the sun sets slowly.
Yeah, it slowly transitions into nighttime wilds.
Yeah. Man, such a cool mechanic. I really wish if they brought this track back, it'd come back. I think we have some time for donations.
Fantastic. I've got $50 from David Skywater. Hi, son. I'm so proud to be one of your dads. Normally, I would advise you not to speed, but we're at SGDQ, so floor it! Less than 3. I also have $25 from Zeglin. Hi, Johan. Enjoying the run so far. My favorite Mario Kart track is Our Friendship. Less than 3.
Which game's that's in?
Probably one of the arcade games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels right. I've got $5 from Matsu Streams. Haven't played Super Circuit since I was a kid, and it's amazing to see it torn apart by an amazing runner. Favorite course in the game? In this game is Ribbon Road for the monster shortcuts you can do, and favorite overall is the new MK World Rainbow Road. Magical music and incredible course. Good luck controlling physics, Johanian.
All right, now we're moving on to the Star Cup, which this one has a lot of cool tricks. We'll see. First up is Snowland. This track is, I'd say, probably one of the lesser favorites from this game. Slippery ice physics, as well as the screen shaking as you drive. There is snow sliding, which is a lot like water sliding. It's the exact same thing. In fact, it's just on the snow. You'll see me hop and turn into the snow, and we're able to mitigate our speed loss.
Yeah, I like this track personally. It's it's nice to be back in Pittsburgh, so.
Yeah. Penguins! I love the Penguins.
Yeah, it's the Pittsburgh Penguins.
The Pittsburgh Penguins.
So I know with Bowser, he's one of the hardest characters to control, which obviously balances the fact that he's the fastest character. Do you feel like the traction, like the extra slickness on this track makes it hard with Bowser, or is it pretty manageable?
I think it's pretty manageable. I think, I didn't really talk about it with Yoshi, but Yoshi's supposed to be the easiest character to control in the game. I personally find him incredibly hard because I only play Bowser in this game.
I got a quick incentive update, if that's okay.
Yeah, go right ahead.
We are $15 away from the escape sequence in Sea Frog. Come on, Twitch chat, you got this.
You can do it.
We're so close.
I believe.
You assume he's doing some ZZ and teens on the off-road there. Overall, this track, I really like the remake in MK8. I think this is one of the better GBA remakes. Come up on the final turn here. Unfortunately, I did get one mushroom, but I used it in kind of a wrong spot. But other than that, Snowland's pretty good.
You saved the snowman.
I did save the snowman.
I saw why you did to the snowman
in my practice run. I ticked into the snowman.
Like obliterated, dude. It was scary.
Yeah. Here we have Ribbon Road. This one has a pretty cool shortcut at the beginning. I'm not sure if it's intentional or not. I'll let you all be the judge. This one also came back in Mario Kart 8. I also love the song in this game. I think this rendition's way better than in 8. We're gonna go right instead of straight, and it'll allow us to skip a big chunk of the track. If you played the Mario Kart 8 version, we're basically skipping the entire part with the green carpet and going straight to the wavy blue carpet area. So what do you guys think? Does that look intentional or not?
I mean, they left it in the game. That means it has to be intentional, right?
Oh, you're so right.
It looks cool, so I think it's great regardless.
Yeah, because the most important part of any skip is making sure it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome! Keep it up, Johan, you
I think we have time for a few donations as we finish out Ribbon Road here.
Gladly. I've got $40 from Chava Rocks. Hey, bud, I'm so proud of you. I've seen you put hundreds of hours into not only Super Circuit, but the entire Mario Kart series as a whole. I'm happy that you're able to show off all the hard work you've put in after the years, and I know you're gonna kill it. Donation incentive goes to Runner's Choice. Got $100 from Catherine Galindo. Have a good run. We are so proud of you. Maybe one day I can make a shirt for everyone to wear it on SGDQ.
Yeah, so that's my mom. She actually made the shirt that I'm wearing. It says, my mom made me the shirt to wear on stage at SGDQ 2025.
And the escape sequence incentive has been met.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for everyone's generosity.
All right, here we have Yoshi Desert, probably the track I'm most worried about losing entirely. Fortunately, it should be fine. We're looking for a mushroom to perform a mushroom skip, as well as able to skip the entire last turn of the track here. We're going to be coming up on that right now. There is a bumper that allows you to skip this lake section. We also got to avoid the quicksand pit, and we did fall in the water there, but we got it.
Well, you just destroyed Peach there.
Yeah. So you got it coming.
I mean, you are Bowser after all, so.
True.
Let's baby.
Whoever said "Let's baby,"
Pretty sure that was Hasfar.
I know it was Hasfar. No,
Yeah, the baby Mario's not in this game.
correct.
Oh, that was funky.
All right, we able to get out before Lakitu picked us up.
Who?
You mean Lakitu, right?
Yeah.
Lakitu.
What's Lakitu? It's Lakitu.
Lakitu?
Be sure to donate to tell Johan you pronounced Lakitu wrong.
You're pronouncing Lakitu wrong.
It's Lakitu.
All right, we have the mushroom skip coming up here. I'm going to dispose of these green shells as best I can. We're going to brake right here, turn around, and use the bumpers here to skip this part of the
Nice.
track.
Good stuff.
Nice.
And we're able to hit the bumper and skip the entire second half of the track, basically.
And since we have like the 3 lap times at the end of each track, you can really see how much each skip saves if you don't get it on one lap, but do get it on one of the later ones.
All right, next up we have Bowser Castle 3. This one might look familiar to the players of Mario Kart Wii. If you have played Mario Kart Wii, you know that this track comes back, has an ultra shortcut. I'm happy to say that the cut is in this game. We'll be performing it on these bumpers here. It's pretty tight, so let me see if I can get it. There we go.
Let's go. Yeah, once again, that is way harder than it looks.
Try and go for all 3 laps, but I think this is a good time for some more donations. So you know what that means.
Donation
Castle 3.
I've got $25 from Vivianites. Hey, Johan. We are so proud of you and how far you've come, including waffles and Captain Crunch. Incredibly floored to be able to watch it here in person at SGDQ among friends. Also, Electrodome is the best. No further questions. I've got $25 from Rules. Go, Johan, go. Absolutely starstruck that you're on the big stage, my guy. You're an amazing speedrunner, and I'm happy to see you go further after each success. You rock.
True.
Got $25 from Pain Train. Hi, Johanian. It's so amazing watching you live on stage here at GDQ. Thank you for helping me make each event such a special time for me. We love you so much.
All right, now we're moving on to the final cup of the game. We have the special cup.
What's so special about this one, Johan?
You'll see when we get to the last track. Have some patience, Sam.
Sorry. You're going too fast. I just want you to go even faster.
Yeah. This one has a... sorry. I didn't get the rocket boost. This one usually has item manipulation here. We did get a mushroom anyway.
Nice.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah. Seraphim, you said you're a pastor, right?
Yeah, I'm a pastor.
All right. You think Jesus could perform that skip?
Oh, Johan.
Anyways, we have another skip coming up. We're gonna hop over here where there's a bumper there. We skip to the end of the track there.
Jesus could do that without a mushroom.
The main gimmick of Lakeside Park here is that there are molten rocks spewing from the volcanoes in the background, and you have to avoid those as they hit the track. The trick right here is actually pretty precise. You see how small that bumper is? If you go too far to the right, you'll land in the section of the off-road that Lakitu won't pick you up from.
It's Lakitu.
It's like it too.
Okay. Anyways, so you have to actually take a dive in the water and have Lakitu pick you up.
Lakitu.
Okay.
You said it like it too many times.
Nah. And that's Lakeside Park. Unfortunately, we missed the item manipulation. It's probably the easiest one in the game. Broken Pier here, the next track, also has a bit of item manipulation, so we'll try and get a mushroom on the first item box here.
I believe.
So let the item roulette play out, and we got a mushroom there.
Nice.
Good stuff.
So we can use it right here. I missed the bumper. But
That
you're able to
skip is super hard.
Yeah. There's a trick to it without a drift. Okay.
You just drive on the air?
I promise I did not drive on the air. There is a bridge there. The bridge is a little hard to see in the GBA, in the Switch Online version of the game. It's a little more visible on the GBA version and the DS as well.
He's lying. Bowser can just do that.
Bowser can't just do that. He has a flying clown car. I think he can modify his wheels to do stuff like that. The invisible quote-unquote bridges do light up a little bit. Uh-oh. See you like right there. We've somehow managed to go to the other side of the track, okay.
Good enough.
Good enough. We're hoping for another mushroom. Maybe I can perform the skip. As I said, that skip you can do with a drift or without a drift. If you do it without a drift, it's a lot easier, but you do kind of have to like bump into a wall and regain your composure. Unfortunately, no other mushroom, but yeah, we're able to skip this entire bottom section and go right to the second narrow bridge. We did get a mushroom a little late, though. Boo. Boo. I keep forgetting. I can't see where the bridge is. Unfortunately, Boo did steal our mushroom. That's another thing. The boos are obstacles on the track. You see the boos flying high. They can swoop down if you go close enough and steal your items. They do that in time trials, so you know that it's not just CPUs doing that. And there's Broken Pier for you.
It's weird actually seeing the other racers on the finish screen for once.
Yeah. All right, next up we have Bowser Castle 4. This is a good time for any last minute things we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah. I mean, I just like calling out that I think the Bowser Castle music, like personally to me, it sounds like if you took the Mario 64 Bowser theme and put it in Doom. Because just like with the GBA sound font and the crunchy guitar, that's just what it sounds like to me. I don't know if anybody else agrees.
I see it. But yeah, this track has lots of twists and turns, lots of moving thwomps as obstacles, but it's pretty similar to other Bowser Castles, so you know what that means. Donation Castle 4. This will be the last donations before the final track of the run.
Fantastic. I'll try and get these in quick. I got $25 from iMath2. Hey, GDQ, Feller Super Circuit speedrunner here. Shoutouts to Sam for convincing Johan to submit this game because he is absolutely killing it. I'm so excited to see this game on the big stage. I know it's cheesy, but it couldn't have happened without any of you. And hey, speaking of cheese, say Cheeseland.
Say Cheeseland.
I've got $10 from Hasfar. Hey, buddy, I'm so happy you're up on the big stage today. You've been such a great friend to me and so many others over the years, and it's always great to see your friends winning. As you have told me many times before, we're like brothers, only closer. Much love. I've got $25 from LB. Hi, Johan. Good luck on the run. I have a question for the couch. If you were going to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, would you use one utensil or two?
One?
The correct answer is 2.
I'm not answering that. Quo, get out of here.
I've got $350 from Chava Rocks. Ooh. My bestest buddy Johan. Show them why they call you Mr. Mario Kart. Boo the booze. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. And I've got $20 from Carter Freak. Good luck, Johanian, on the Super Circuit run. Super Circuit was one of my very first speed runs, so it's awesome to see the game on the GDQ stage. I'll be donating another $10 for each of the 4 mushroom manipulations hit in the run.
Oops. All right, here we have the final track of the game, Rainbow Road. The walls are mostly bumpers on the track, as well as there are boost panels towards the end, so we're going to be using that to our advantage. I'm going to stay quiet and focus. Time will be when I cross the finish line on the 3rd lap.
I do just want to call out that this game was made by Intelligent Systems, if you couldn't tell by the Paper Mario 64 Bowser's Castle in the background. I just really appreciate that detail.
Love that game.
And that's why this is the special cup.
Those stars have very, very large hitboxes and are really obnoxious.
That's also why it's a special cup.
Yeah.
This is easily the coolest track in the entire run.
And time.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Well done, Johan.
3:45, not bad. That's really good.
Solid.
That was a solid time.
That's better than my PB when I submitted. But yeah, that's the end for Mario Kart Super Circuit. Anything you guys want to say?
I'm Seraphim. Johan's the best.
Thank you.
Yep. I've been Illegally Sam. I'm glad Johan acquiesced to peer pressure and decided to submit this run because that way, you all got to see him just do a great job at showing this game off and putting on a great show. So good job, Johan, and I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Thank you. I do have some shout outs here, so let me go ahead and grab my paper here. I'll wing it. So first off, shout out to Carter freaking iMath. They taught me a lot of the cool skips in this game, bootleg, item manipulation. So thanks to them. Thank you to my couch. I couldn't have done it without you two helping me commentate. And then my friends on the back couch, I see almost all of you. Specifically, Angel, Hastar, Chava, and then my family back home. I would not have had the courage to sit up on stage and do this without your guys' love and support. And of course, GDQ. I've been watching GDQ for the past 10 or 11 years, so almost half my life. And it feels otherworldly to be able to sit on stage and perform a run for you all. But that's going to be it for me. I've been Johanian. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Blue Sky, YouTube. And yeah, we have lots of stellar runs up ahead, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. I've been Johanian, yet again, and I'll see you all another time and place. Peace out.